Hello, everybody. Hello, kind students of Shantideva Center in New York. I think it's one of my favorite centers. I shouldn't confess to this, isn't it? Because I like New York. You know, any excuse to go to New York City, I'm happy. I know 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, when I'd go every couple of months, I was always so pleased to do that, hopping across from San Francisco. It was very nice. I'd spend the night. I'd arrive at about midnight, and I'd leap outside and go to the cafes. I felt so good, because New York's always one of my favorite places. So I'm talking for Shantideva Center today, and I'm because, you know, as we know, the centers cost money to run, and I remember when I ran the prison project, one of the things that was really powerful for me, I was the director of the center, so I had to find the money. But I remember very clearly one person offered me some money, and she said that Lama Zopa said to her, do not think of receiving, think of giving. So I think this is really interesting, because there I was running the center on the one hand, then on the other hand, I'd go off to centers and receive teachings, you know. And so, you know, Sangha were always offered for free, but I always figured, I have to give. How can I not give, you know? So if each of us, the center has to think, do not think of receiving, think of giving. Shantideva must think that way and offer everything to the students. And then in turn, we, the students, need to think, do not think of receiving, think of giving. So I think if we both think that way, it works so beautifully. So just now I've been hearing that Shantideva, you know, is needing some dollars to keep the place going. So I've decided to offer $1,000 towards that. And I just would encourage you, you know, to think in the same way, to think, we must think, what can we give? You know, how can I give? Don't think of receiving, think of giving. And as I said, if we both think that way, everything will be perfect. The centers will flourish and we will be so happy, you know. So that's my thinking, based on Lama Zopa's advice. Thank you, sweethearts.